Welcome to Restorative Yoga. In Restorative Yoga, we will utilize props to help us move without too much effort, but to move with ease through the practice and to support us through the restorative practice. If you've never done a restorative practice before, that's okay. There's a first time for everything. I hope you do enjoy it. In restorative yoga, we will hold a particular posture for an extended period of time, and that's where the props come in to help support our bodies so that we are not straining and so that it is not strenuous. So restorative yoga is a little different than other types of yoga that you might be used to. Nonetheless, I hope you stick around and try it out and enjoy. For today's plan, you'll need a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you can try using a pillow or a couch cushion. You'll need one yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block, you could also try utilizing a book. And then you'll need 1 to 2 folded yoga blankets, or if you don't have a blanket, you could try a towel. That would work out just fine. And I say 1 to 2 because you might at the end during shavasana want one folded blanket for under your head as a pillow, and you may want to use another folded blanket to cover yourself during that meditation. During restorative yoga, I will keep track of the time for us as far as how long we spend in a particular posture. And once it is time to transition to the next posture, I will ring my bell and give you enough time to come back to yourself and as we transition forward. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to move a couple of my props. Let's start in a supported relaxation pose. So I'm going to use my folded blanket as a pillow. I encourage you to also, just so that we are comfortable. We're going to start with a meditation. So swinging the knees on top of the bolster, come to lie on the back with the head supported by the folded blanket, and scooch the bolster close to your sit bones. You want to make sure here that the heels of your feet are not lifted, right? So you want to make sure that they are touching the mat. So the knees are slightly bent here. You should feel that that your lower back is supported by the mat, supported by the earth beneath you. The folded blanket is going to support the back of the head. Tuck your chin in very slightly, and we're going to bring the arms out with the palms facing up for this meditation. And I want you to close your eyes and just arrive to this moment in time, letting go of any to-do lists, letting go of any actions that you were taking before you decided to come onto your mat, and just welcoming yourself to your practice, welcoming yourself to the present moment. And I want you to begin to observe your breath without trying to change it in any way. Just bring your awareness to your breath, observing each inhalation as well as each exhalation. And see if you could tap into that 3-part breath, taking a deep inhale, expanding the belly and the diaphragm, the chest rises, and exhale slowly through the nose. Inhale, drawing breath into the belly, expanding the diaphragm, and exhale. A few more times just like that, with intention. breathing deeply into the belly, tapping into this 3-part breath. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. And exhale. I invite you to bring, we're going to do a body scan, so I invite you to bring your awareness to the soles of your feet. Notice any subtleties or any sensations you may feel in the soles of your feet. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, feel the soles of your feet relax. Excellent. Bringing your awareness to the tops of your feet. Noticing any sensations, any subtleties, without trying to change anything, without judgment. We're just observing. Take a deep breath in and relax the tops of your feet. Bringing your awareness to your legs, to your calf muscles, to your thighs. Noticing any sensations, any subtleties here. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, feeling all the muscles in your legs, in your feet, relax. Bringing your awareness to your belly, your lower abdomen, noticing any sensations, any feelings here. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Feel your belly relax. Bringing your awareness to your chest. Noticing any feelings, any sensations. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, feel your chest relax. Moving to your arms. Noticing your forearms, your biceps. Noticing any sensations or any feelings here. Just observe them. Taking a deep breath. And as you exhale, feeling your arms relax into the earth. Moving up towards the neck, the throat. Noticing any subtle sensations or emotions. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, relaxing all the muscles in your neck. Moving to your face, the crown of your head. Noticing any subtle sensations, any feelings here. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, allowing all the muscles in your face, on the top of your head, to soften. Bringing your awareness to your hands, your fingers. Noticing any subtle sensations. Take a deep breath in. Feel your hands relax. Bringing your awareness to the back of the body. Maybe any points of contact that you have with the earth or with your mat. Notice any subtle sensations here. Take a deep breath in and allow the back of the body, these points of contact, to relax, to soften. And then scanning the whole body as a whole, notice any sensations or any feelings that may come forth. And just observe it without any judgment. Taking a deep breath in here and allowing the whole body to relax to the mat, to the earth. Coming back, we're going to transition. Bend the knees, bringing the soles of the feet on top of the bolster, and push the bolster away from you. Okay. Keeping the knees bent, straighten the left leg out and hug the right knee in, interlacing the fingers over the right shin, flexing both feet here. Just give it a nice good squeeze, a nice hug. And switch, stretching the right leg out, hugging the left knee in. A couple more times, switch, stretching the left leg out, hug the right knee in. And remember to keep both feet flexed here. Stretching the right leg out, hug the left knee in. One more time each side. Stretching the left leg out, hug the right knee in. And stretching the right leg, hugging the left leg. Excellent. Bend both knees and hug them into the chest, keeping the shoulders and your head on the mat so they're relaxed. Rock the body side to side, massaging through the kidneys and the adrenal glands here. And I want you to imagine drawing little circles with the knees here. So circle both knees together in one direction. So you could start in a clockwise or counterclockwise direction. And you can make these circles as big or as little as you want. And now let's pause and reverse the circling of the knees in the opposite direction. Excellent. This a little bit. Okay. And pause once more. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat, close to your sit bones, and placing the hands on the earth at a T, in a T shape. So as a straight line from your left fingertips to your right fingertips. Take a deep inhale and exhale the knees over to the left. Inhale the knees back up through center, exhale over to the right. And just go at your own pace here a couple of times. Inhale back up through neutral, exhale over to the left. Inhale up to neutral, exhale over to the right. A couple more times. Inhale to neutral, exhale the knees to the left. Inhale the knees up to neutral, exhale over to the right. Bringing the knees back up to neutral. Hug the knees in one more time. And keeping the knees where they are bent, bring the hands back to a T. And then as you exhale, bring the knees over to the left. So a little bit of a deeper twist here. And feel free to bend at the elbow, feel free to bend the left hand, placing, or bend the left elbow, placing the left hand on top of the right knee here, if you want a little bit more of a stretch here. And make sure that your right shoulder blade is not lifting off of the mat. We want to make sure that we're not going to accidentally overstrain our shoulders here. And feel free to look over towards your right hand. Again, just deepening the twist here. And as always, remember to keep breathing. Keep tapping into that 3-part breath. We may hold the posture, but we're not going to hold the breath. Excellent. Release the left hand back to the earth, so the palm is on the floor. Inhale the knees back up through neutral. Maybe give them a little squeeze here. Release the hands back to a T. And exhale the knees over to the right now. Bending through that right elbow, placing the right hand on top of the left knee, and then turning to look over at the left hand. And breathing into this twist. Releasing the right hand back to the earth. Inhale the knees back up to neutral. Give them a little squeeze here. And stretch the feet skyward. Point and flex the feet here. Circling the toes away from each other. And then circling the toes towards each other. Maybe alternate flexing and pointing each foot. Excellent. Hug the knees into the chest. And from here, you can either come onto the right or left side and push to sit up, Or if you would like, you can feel free to rock up and down on the spine until you come up into a seated posture. And feel free to grab your bolster or your block or your blanket and come to sit in a Sukhasana easy posture. Inhale, make a big circle with the arms, palms touch overhead. Exhale to the heart space. Excellent. From here, let's place the palms on the knees and let's do a couple Sufi circles. And so with a Sufi circle, you want to inhale and you want to imagine that you're sitting sort of on a ball, like a very small ball. So you have your pelvic bowl and it's on top of a ball, if you will, and you're going to circle the torso over the ball. So we're going to keep the palms relaxed on the knees. The legs are very relaxed here, and feel free to bend into the elbows as you desire through the Sufi circle. And we're just going to breathe and follow our breath here as we circle first in a clockwise direction and then in a counterclockwise direction. So join me. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale through the back space. Inhale, coming forward, and exhale through the back space. And just following your own breath here. So your circle might go a little faster or a little slower than mine, and that's okay. Just tap into this movement, moving the torso in a circular direction. It's very unconventional. We don't typically move the body in this way. And then coming forward one more time, pause, and let's reverse the circling in the opposite direction. So as we come forward, we take a deep breath in. As we exhale, we move through the back space. Excellent. Come back to neutral. Placing the left hand on the mat. Inhale the right arm up and over, bending through that left elbow as needed here to reach the right arm towards the left. Inhale, come up to neutral, bring the right hand on the mat, bend through that elbow and lift the left arm skyward and then reach it over to the right. And just follow your own breath, your own pace here. Inhale, come up to neutral. Exhale, reaching towards the left. Inhale, up to neutral. And exhale, reaching over to the right. A couple more times here at your own pace. Just stretching into the side body. One more time on the right side. And coming back up to neutral. Inhale, make a big circle with the arms, palms touch overhead. Exhale, the palms to the heart space. Bring the right hand to the left knee, left hand behind the tailbone, and gently twist through the torso and look over the left shoulder. And again, if you have any previous contraindications in twisting, then feel free to skip the twisting. If you can't look over your left shoulder, then just look over towards the left. That's fine too, right? You can always dial things back as you need. You know, I always say you should honor the boundaries that your body is putting forth, okay? And turn to face forward without releasing the twist. And release, unwind. Inhale, big circle with the palms. Palms touch overhead. Exhale to the heart center, bringing the left hand to the right knee, right hand behind the tailbone. Twist and look over the right shoulder. And remember to keep breathing. without releasing the twist, simply turn to face forward. Hello. And releasing the twist, big circle with the arms, palms touch overhead, exhale to the heart space. Interlace the fingers here, and let's make a little infinity symbol with the hands. Just a little imaginary infinity symbol. We're just kind of stretching and moving the tendons and ligaments here in the wrists and hands. And let's try and reverse that infinity symbol in the opposite direction. Kind of feels like I'm a Jedi wielding some sort of Jedi sword here. All right, keeping the fingers interlaced, flip the palms out and then up. And take a breath here, deep into the lungs. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, reaching over towards the left. Inhale the palms back up through center. Exhale over to the right. And you can even do like some little pulses, right? You don't have to go so deep. You can just inhale up through center, pulse over to the right. One more time on the left. Inhale up through center, pulsate over on the right, and back up through center. Release the hands here. Roll the shoulders back a couple of times, bring the chin to the chest, and take a couple breaths into the back of the neck here. Excellent. Bring the head back up to neutral, and let's transition into our next restorative posture. So for this one, we're going to need our folded blanket. And we're gonna place it sort of in the middle of our mat and come to sit in a beautiful mermaid posture. And bring the bolster horizontally across your mat. And if you have another blanket, or if you would rather not sit on the blanket and you want to just use another blanket on the other side, you can also do that, because we're going to do a supported side stretch, you should say. Grab your block, you might need it, or you might want it, really. So, sitting here with the knees stacked, we're going to slide. So right now, I'm sitting on my left hip, so let's start there. Sitting on your left hip, slide the left hand up the bolster onto the mat and grab your block, and you can play with the level of the block here between the hands. So you could put it on the highest setting or the lowest setting, whatever works for you here, and just settle into this side stretch. Maybe closing the eyes. Breathing into the right side of the body. Keeping that connection with the 3-part breath here. Inhaling, exhaling. back, releasing the block, placing your right hand on top of the bolster, flipping the left palm onto the earth for stability. Press into that right hand and slowly slide back up into an upright posture. Good job. And let's transition right over into the right side. So I'm gonna keep my block handy and let's just transition right into it. So moving the bolster to the other side here as needed. Coming to sit on the right hip, knees are stacked. And placing the right hand on the bolster, slide the right hand up, grabbing your block so it's handy, placing the block in between the hands here, and gently resting your head against your bicep. Feeling a gentle stretch into the left side body. Breathe deeply into the left side body. Close your eyes. I will keep track of the time and let you know when to transition to the next posture. Back. Let's transition, placing the block on the floor. Bring the left hand onto the bolster in front of your heart. Flip the right palm onto the earth. Press into that left hand, sliding the right hand until you come back into an upright seated posture. And let us transition to our next posture. So moving the blanket to one side or the other of the mat. We're gonna sort of come back into a similar posture that we started in, but not quite. So bringing the knees on top of the bolster, come to lay on the back, and place the soles of the feet on top of the bolster. And then open the knees like a book. And we're already in our seated butterfly posture, okay? And so if this is a little too intense, you can slide the feet further away from you. But the knees should be supported here by the bolster. So if you're looking for less intensity, slide the feet away from you. But if you're looking for a deeper stretch, then slide the feet towards your torso. And in terms of the hand placement here, you can feel free to rest them on your belly if you like, or if you want to place them on the earth with the palms facing up, you can do that as well. Whatever works for you here. Tuck the chin in very slightly, close the eyes, and just relax into this gentle hip opener. Releasing the hands to support the thighs here, and then closing the legs like a book with the help of the hands here. hug the knees into the chest, maybe rock a little side to side as a counter pose. And then coming into a fetal position on the left or right side, press and come to sit back up. Okay. Let's transition. So this time, grabbing your bolster, we're going to put it in a vertical orientation on the mat and grabbing our folded blanket, placing it at the base of that bolster. We're going to come to sit with the legs stretched out in front of us, and you want to kind of scooch your tailbone up against the bolster. Grabbing the corners of the bolster here with the hands. Inhale, lift from the sit bones, sitting up nice and tall. As you exhale, bend through those elbows and slowly lowering the torso onto the bolster. Now, if this is too intense, that's okay. You can grab your block, or you could grab a second block and stack it behind the bolster here to elevate the bolster. But I just thought it would be fun to try something new today and see if this works. And so now you're in this beautiful chest opener, and relax the hands out with the palms facing up. And then try and tuck your chin in very slightly because we don't want to crunch the cervical neck here. And once you feel comfortable, close the eyes and relax into this posture, breathing into the belly. Noticing any feelings or thoughts that may be coming up, and then just observe them without any attachment or judgment. to transition. So bringing the palms of the hands back to the corners of the bolster to support the lower back here. Press into the palms and bend at the elbows, curling the chin to the chest as you press into the bolster with the palms and lift the torso up. There we go. Now let's transition to our next posture, which is going to be bridge with our block. So grabbing your block, making it available to you. Let's move the bolster off to the side for now. Moving our folded blanket to the top of our mat. Placing the block for now to the side. And then coming to lay on the back. Okay. And you can bring the arms out to a T, or you can have them by your sides, whatever works for you here. Soles of the feet are on the mat, okay? And we want to have that block handy. Soles of the feet are on the mat, close to the sit bones, so block them in if you need to. The knees are bent. We're going to press into the knees and lift the tailbone skyward. Exhale, slowly lowering the tailbone back to the mat. Inhale, press into the soles of the feet, lift the tailbone. Exhale, slowly lower. This time we're going to slide the block under our tailbone so that the tailbone comes to meet the block when we lift, okay? So inhale, press into the soles of the feet, lift the tailbone skyward. Slide the block underneath the tailbone, and then gently lowering the tailbone to rest on the block. And again, like I mentioned, you can bring the arms out. You can bring the arms out here with the palms facing up. If you would like to place the hands on the belly, that's fine too. Tuck the chin in very slightly, and you can close the eyes here and breathe into this gentle inversion. Or if you want to observe the breath, you can watch your belly rise and fall here. But settling into this posture. Settling into this gentle inversion. I know it might not look like an inversion, but this is technically an inversion because the lower body is elevated away from the upper body. So all of the blood and the benefits are able to flow to the upper body, to the heart chakra. And so that's why it's defined as an inversion. Usually when we think of inversions, we think of headstands, but I digress. Settling in, closing the eyes, tapping into that 3-part breath. Inhale. Feel the belly expand. Exhale. If you find that it's difficult to keep the knees bent, you can feel free to sort of heel toe the heels out towards the edges of the mat and allow the knees to tend towards each other if that's more comfortable. Or just keep the knees keep the feet where they are and the knees skyward. A couple more minutes here. back, it's time to transition to our final posture, shavasana. So pressing into the soles of the feet, lift the tailbone up slightly and slide the block out, and then slowly lowering the tailbone, the lower back to the mat. From here, I will leave it to you how you want to transition into your shavasana. But first, let's do a nice long stretch. So point the toes, stretching the legs out, point the toes, reach the arms overhead, maybe interlace the fingers here, steeple the pointer fingers, crossing the thumbs, stretching nice and long from the fingertips to the toes. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest, bring the forehead up to the knees and around the spine. And release. So if you want to just stretch the legs out, splaying the toes to the corners of the mat, or if you want to grab your bolster and slide it under your knees. Again, you want to make sure the heels of your feet are touching the mat here. I leave it to you, but settling in, maybe covering yourself with a blanket, whatever floats your boat, as they say, whatever feels good. Making those last minute adjustments, maybe you want to dim the lights, bringing the arms out to the sides with the palms facing skyward. Tuck the chin in very slightly. Close the eyes. Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth and sigh. Settling in. Feeling your feet, your arms, your legs, your chest. Relax. We will hold shavasana for about 5 minutes today, and I will of course let you know when it's time to transition out and close our practice. But feel free to settle into this posture, reintegrating. Reaping the benefits of the practice. Again, relaxing through the feet, through the hands, through the arms, through the legs. Feeling the torso and the back relax. Feeling the back of the head, the neck, jaw, relax, feeling all the muscles in your face relaxed. And while we are here, I will share a little poetry with you. The more life changes, the more you want to push your heels into the ground and stay still. It just feels safer, normal. If you stay there, nothing in life can ever hurt you. If you stay still, so too will all the thoughts. And if your heart hurts, by staying still, it can't get any worse. like you've frozen the pain in time. And it's the pain you're so familiar with anyway, that perhaps it's just easier to let it stay. You're not hurting anyone. You're not orbiting other lives anymore. You're just stationary, fixed, like a stone statue outside a museum that no one ever really takes the time to notice. But you're hurting yourself. You are denying yourself the chance to orbit your own life. When you finally relax your heels and start to put one foot in front of the other in a walk, and then a jog, and then a run, it's not like this earthquake of a moment. It's not like life suddenly explodes and there you are. It's softer than that. It's the kind of thing that people only notice if they look closely. But you notice. You notice the change. And this breathtaking thing happens. You realize that you made it happen. You moved your feet. You had the courage to take the step forward when everything inside you told you not to. You become this different person, no matter how small the change. You get to be this new person, filled with memory, but also filled with possibility. And there's something truly beautiful about that. Coming back, keeping the eyes closed. Begin to introduce some gentle movements back to the body. Maybe wiggling the toes, moving the fingers, open and close the hands, stretch the jaw. Just any movements that feel necessary, that feel right. When you're ready, bring the soles of the feet on top of the bolster and come to lie on the left or right side in a fetal position on the mat. Press into the hands and come to sit up in a Sukhasana easy posture, fluttering the eyes open. Welcome back. Inhale, let's make a big circle with the arms. The palms touch overhead. Exhale, the palms to the heart center. Say hello to my little assistant, Lou, as he walks off. And let's close our practice today with an Om. Take a deep inhale. I want to thank you for joining me for this practice. I want to thank you for taking the time, making time for yourself to join this practice. Please like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. But until we meet again, from my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you, my friends.